Oh, there you go. I was waiting for it to say live on my end. All right, this is no off season with your host Cove, and I got my co-host with me, Vinny from Vinny's Corner, and down below is Drama.
Oh, what's up?
What's going on, guys? How you doing tonight?
So the one thing I wanted to open up with was we hardly ever talk about it in that sense, but the MLB draft is for the first time in 50 years we actually got the draft pick. We got the number one draft pick for 2026.
Wait. We, as in like your
Chicago
real
Cubs,
team, the Chicago White
Cubs.
Sox?
Yeah, the White Sox. First time in 50 years the White Sox have the number one draft pick.
Okay. This is pretty cool.
Hmm.
So now tell me, so like I don't know what the draft class looks like for the MLB at all, right? If I'm being honest, but
Yeah,
what do you think? Like with the first pick, what would they be focusing on? Just whoever is said to be the biggest talent, or like
could
is
be
there a
the biggest.
specific?
Could be the biggest talent because they could bring him up depending on where what position they get it, especially if it's a utility player. Like this guy could be a shortstop, and the top player right now in NCAA is a shortstop at a UCLA. So like they have Colt Montgomery, right? They're like, what do we do here? Do we go after this shortstop and convert Colt over to second, or convert this kid over to second? You know what I mean? That's what they want to do with it.
Interesting.
Because the one thing you have to understand about MLB drafting is they get these kids at like 17, 16, 17. They draft them and they put them in the system. They have a choice of either going to college, or they have a choice and re-enter the draft 4 years later after they're done their college, or they go into the minor system for a 4 year average. So unless this kid is like a superstar like Bryce Harper, who got brought up when he was 20, like there's odd players that get called up at 20, but by the time you're 22, you're ready for MLB service.
Well, Bryce Harper was on Sports Illustrated by the time he was 16, so
Hmm.
I mean, he's a
That's
little.
that's what I mean. That's just it. Unless you're Bryce Harper, he's the last known guy to break debut in the MLB at 20 years old on a starting rotation. So like that's what I said. That you get these kids at 18 years old, and then all of a sudden 22, they're finally in AAA doing well, and they get called up. NHL, NBA, NFL, they're drafted right from when they're drafted and brought into the league, like if they're good enough. But the MLB takes 4 years, so like this is saying, do we go after the shortstop and get him in 4 years because Colt Montgomery might not want to stay? We get rid of him, and we got this young prospect that we can work around. Because I know, like, Drama has said a few times, like, why do they trade draft picks? Like, that's the one thing that MLB does differently than any other league, is they do not draft picks because the kid could be a superstar phenom at 18 years old and turn out to be a bust by the time he's 22. So they don't trade them. They gotta wait till they get in the league before they can trade them.
Interesting. Okay. That's
Usually, but what they use this is how this is how they do it. They don't try draft picks, right? Prospects. They wait till he gets into double A, triple A, and then when they make trades, they trade within the triple A roster, and they'll say triple A guy being traded for this triple A guy. They can trade them that way, but they can't trade them to like up into the MLB that way, kind of thing.
okay. That makes sense.
So they don't really move them until 2 or 3 years into playing before they really move them in part of trades. But they'll never trade a prospect or a draft pick until he's at least in AAA. Usually, the odd time if it makes sense, he's in AA, then he gets moved. But it's very odd.
Well, I guess it's kind of it's a bit of a long process for the major league for how they have the process of developing a prospect. And so I don't think
It's
that's a bad thing necessarily.
especially now with sports science and pitchers can only throw so many innings, players can throw only so many rotations. So that's why it takes a long time because they want these kids to develop natural skills. Baseball is naturally a slow game anyways. Because you could be sitting in the outfield for 3 quarters of the game and never have a fly ball hit to the left field because you're in left field. So like what are you really doing? You're really just only hitting.
So, I guess question for you.
It
Did
just takes
anything
longer to
else
develop. Hmm?
today?
Yeah.
Did anything else happen? Like, right? So yesterday we finished out with the Pete Alonso deal for 5
Yeah.
years, 155 million.
Mhm.
Did we see any interesting movement like that today?
I can't think of who it was moved, but he was moved from the Padres to the Braves.
I'll look real quick.
The closer, Suarez.
Yeah, Suarez. Yeah,
Yeah, Suarez has moved to the Braves.
Schwarber also re-signed with Philly too. So
Yeah, but we've been talking about that, so we
Yeah,
know.
Schwarber. So okay, so Schwarber, Diaz. Those were the two big moves to start yesterday. The third huge move was Alonso to the Orioles.
Yeah,
Yesterday was a big day.
yeah,
That's what. So
Suarez.
like, I was kind of wondering if today was going to go off the way yesterday did. Like those
no,
three names, that was three big names off the board early.
yeah. The Japan
Yeah, Robert
prospect.
Suarez went
He
to
has
Murakami?
45 days. He has exactly 45 days to tell people like where he's committing.
Okay, so he's had his meetings with each of the organizations that are vying for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
now he gets.
now, usually, when Shohei did this, Shohei didn't wait till like New Year to divulge it. I think he has until I think it's something like he has till January 1st to he has until like December 15th to decide or something like that, and then because they gave it to him on November 1st, he gave him until December 15th to decide, and then he has until I think January 1st to divulge it. So anytime in those next 2 weeks, we will find out where he has decided to sign to. Like when Shohei did it, Shohei just as soon as the day hit, he like I'm going to announce I'm going to the Angels because everybody was saying the Angels were going to take him. So like with this kid, no one's really has a solid where he's going. But I heard one rumor that the Dodgers are still really looking at Kyle Tucker. And I don't know why.
I would be so shocked if Murakami didn't go to the Dodgers. I would. And
Yeah.
you know what though? Like if he went to like Seattle, I wouldn't be totally blown away. I would understand that move.
Yeah, the Ichiro move he'd be trying to like play where Ichiro played, right? A lot of people do have a respect for Ichiro and where he played.
Ichiro's
So
an all-time great, no doubt. One of the best
yeah.
hitters to ever play the game.
So I mean, we will be surprised, but I mean, I think he's gonna go to a West Coast team. I don't know if the Giants like they and you've noticed this in the last few years probably like the Giants do overspend a little bit for some of these guys that they bring in. So I don't know if the Giants have the money to bring this kid in. Like I've heard rumors that the Giants were going to drop out because it was just too rich for their blood. Comparing to comparing to what he was going to get offered, I think it was Giants were just like it's too much.
Well, okay. I mean, like, what kind of an offer are we talking about? Like, what are we?
I think that they were looking for a minimum of 200 mil.
A minimum 200 mil. This guy's never played in the major leagues.
Yeah,
he's played in major Japanese league or whatever, but he hasn't played in and the MLB.
Yeah. So no, he wants I've seen so many rumors about it saying that he wants 200 mil at least.
That's crazy. 1 year, 20 mil.
Yeah.
Just so we can see how you do, and you have a good season. Like we go from there. But come on, bro. That's a lot. I mean, I guess it's depending on like what his numbers are. I mean, like I don't know the way that
He's the all-time home run hit king in NPL.
Okay, and so like, so that really might not be that much to ask then,
Yeah,
right? These guys, guys come from over there all the time, and they transition beautifully, and they're awesome players.
yeah. Like
Um,
he broke the record for most of the season and most all time, and now he wants to come over here and challenge us.
yeah, no, man, I like this move, and I think 200 mil might actually be a fair deal, really,
But
if you look at it.
here's the craziest thing, and I looked into this. A few scouts, few noble scouts I've had sat there and they said he can't hit over 95 though. That's his only. That's his heel right there. He can't hit over 95. And I can understand that as playing the game because a curveball, a slider, most of these pitches are 95 and below. So he's not a fastball hitter. So that's his hitch. He can't hit a fastball going over 95.
I mean, listen, if you're if you
But
have that pitcher that you think is just going to come out and throw gas, you DH him. No big deal.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. But here's the thing though, a lot of their guys can't throw 100. So it's all he's been used to. Once he gets comfortable to hit 95 and above, I think he can do it.
I wouldn't be
Like,
surprised.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's just probably because he hasn't been thrown 100 enough for them to have a good statistic on him how well he does. But when I've read about him, it said that yes, he is one of the greatest hitters in the NPL because he hit the most home runs in the season and career. So like he's doing things at an astonishing feat over there, and that's why he wants the challenge to come over west, right? He's like, I've already broken records over there and won championships. Now I just want to go over here at MLB.
So he might legitimately come over here, and so now I want to. If this guy is like a stud like that, like an alpha like this that you're describing,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna revise that, and I'm gonna say he probably doesn't go to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Because he wants to make a splash and make his own name,
Yeah.
and he wants to battle a guy like Shohei.
And I've heard rumors that the Angels are looking to buy him because the redemption of going, okay, well, we screwed up on Shohei, but if this guy is as good on paper as they claim, maybe we go after him because they don't have a strong mid infielder. So the Angels might grab him because the Angels are trying to compete. They've been making contracts and looking to pick up players to make sure the Angels are better. Like the second half of last year, the Angels were actually pretty decent. Like
so here's the question: what teams do we know which clubs? I'm sure he did not talk to 32 ball clubs, right? Or 30 ball clubs.
You'd have to, because I don't have the computer. You'd have to Google that to see where he's looking. But I think there's a top 3-tier team list for him. I think the Mets were one for sure.
Oh gosh, really? I'm so tired of the Mets, bro.
Well, they just lost Alonso. They need a bat.
I know. Big time. Big time. But
who plays second for the Mets?
Which second? Is that not am I tripping? Hold on.
No. You're thinking of the shortstop, probably. I can't even think of who plays second.
Lindor.
Yeah. Lindor's on shortstop.
Who is their second baseman?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Right, to be fair, it's a Met. We don't pay attention to the Mets.
Yo, it's messed up. You just said that, but it's so true.
I'm not just a New York hater here on the Mets.
Marcus Seaman and Jeff McNeil.
Yeah.
Second baseman. I know the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Oh, okay. So maybe the Mets are out of that now because they picked up Marcus Semien, right? So they might be out of the market for him. Maybe they got Semien for cheaper, right? So
that would make sense.
Yeah. The Mets have to really save some money because they've spent a lot of money. like what was it, 2 years ago? They spent 435 million on players that don't even play for their damn team.
Well, and I don't know that that's going to change in the immediate future
Yeah,
because of some of the contracts that they've kind of had already.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Like Scherzer was getting paid 90 million for like one season, and he was literally, I think he was on like the Dodgers at the moment, but he was getting paid. He was getting paid from like three. He was getting paid from the Dodgers, the Rangers, and the Mets at the same damn time.
okay, and so now with a big time name like Pete Alonso leaving the NL East,
Yeah.
um, how does that affect the landscape of the NL East? Like what other teams are looking to do, like with regard to free agency, right?
The Braves have made some moves. They picked up Suarez, right? So the Braves are trying to take back the East.
Okay. Um,
And Philly definitely picking up Schwarber again, then they want to dominate the East, right? So like the Braves got to do some moves, the Mets got to do some moves because if Philly's complete again, then Philly's going to be the one taking that division.
well, that's I mean, like, right. So they're running it back. They're running it back with Schwarber again, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't believe Harper's going anywhere.
Mhm.
I, I don't know, man. Philly just disappoints me when it comes to baseball. They're good, and they just like I thought they were going to do more this year, and just
It's kind of
my
like
best friend in the world is a big time Phillies fan. So when they're not good, I have to hear about it.
yeah.
I have to hear about it quite a
It
bit.
kind of reminds me of the Yankees in the last 15 years.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. They play really well, but
Well,
they
in
just
regular season, and then
not when it
they
counts.
fuck up in the playoffs. Yeah.
Not when it counts, man. So we'll see. Um, so this next question is kind of like a drama question, I would say a little bit here, right?
Yeah.
Um, Detroit's willingness, and first of all, why is there a willingness from Detroit, who just was in the playoffs in first place for most of the season? Why is there a willingness or an openness to even discuss with other clubs trading Tarek Skubal?
I
Like,
have no idea. If I knew, I would, but my good guess is maybe they want to shop him around to see what they could get.
Hmm.
Like for example, like a Bryce Harper, Trout, kind something like that. Someone like a big name like that to bring
This
in.
could be a
Who
heel.
knows?
Like removing Harper from the Nationals, and they went on to win the championship.
Yeah, who knows?
This
Like
could be the
or
same thing with Scooble. It's just they know what they can get from Scooble.
mm-hmm,
Their entire rest of the team is fulfilling the holes
yep,
without Scooble. You could take Scooble out for five rotations, and Detroit would still win games.
yeah,
So I think that they could
and
prospect from this and really take a blockbuster
yeah,
out of this.
they also Screwball and Detroit aren't coming to agreement terms, right?
Yeah, they're right.
So
He wants a little bit
I
more.
can see them shopping him to go get like a big name player, right? Like the example I was saying was Bryce or Trout, someone big like that. They could go and be like, here to
but
a team and be like, we'll give you this, but you give us this player, this player, this player, this player, kind of thing. Who knows? I don't know because we just lost Akil Badu to the Brewers, which isn't really a big, you know, loss for us, but we lost them. So I can see them trying to be like, okay, who are we gonna get for Scooble, right?
Well, the reason why I also threw in it is because if you notice, like my questions kind of correlate with each other. So this could be going with when I said talking about the draft, right? Detroit we were talking about them 2 years ago when we were doing this stuff. Like me and Drama were talking about this, and we were talking about how like Detroit was going to be good in 2 or 3 years because they have a deep roster, just like Chicago has a deep roster all the way down to AAA. And I think they brought them all up, but now they don't have anybody like that left in their farm teams.
Mhm.
So maybe trading Scooble, taking one core player and trading him to somebody, and they give you 2 or 3 pitchers with a couple guys in AAA that are coming up. Maybe they can restock their roster in their farm system.
Mhm.
Quite, it could be quite potential of a move that's going to help Detroit stay good for a couple years, not just have 1 or 2 year run like 2012, 2013, 2014. The Tigers were amazing, and then they just fell off because they had nothing in their farm system. They had to wait for guys to come up.
Because again, don't forget, like Go was saying, if it's like a healer, right? Like, what if we trade Scrooble off and then we make the World Series, right?
Yeah,
And we win it. So it's like, again,
it's one of those trades that you have to wait until the year ends to see how it
Yeah.
works out.
Let me ask you guys, what would okay, first of all, how old is Scooble?
He's not that old because he hasn't been in the league too long, so he's
No,
not
like late 20s, right?
Yeah. But you got to look at this kid though. He came up.
Cy Young.
Cy Young.
he's 29.
Okay, he's 29.
Yeah.
Back-to-back Cy Young. So like this guy's looking for a 5-year contract easily, right?
But he's looking for the main ace contract. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah.
It's not.
He's looking for a big deal.
Yeah, he's looking for a big deal.
Like a 5-year contract for him would be like a $300 million deal.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking for. Some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's looking for ace money, and that's fair. He's just
he's looking for ace.
Cy Youngs
He's
back to
looking
back.
for ace money, and the last two, like we had the tremendous run by Detroit last year, and then this year, blah. It's like he wants that ring. So
I've heard enough. Get this man a Yankees jersey. Let's do it.
I've seen Dodgers are also a rumor for him to go. That Tigers are going to make a trade to.
Yeah. I seen that today too, where they were talking about. There's like if they sign Tarek Skubal, they get Tarek Skubal. They said the league is going to shut down because they're going to be like, no, we're going to go on a lockout because you can't have Tarek Skubal too.
Yeah,
you already have the 3 best pitchers in the entire league now. Then you add Tarek Skubal to that rotation.
I mean, listen, this team is unreal, man. I have.
And then they go out and get what's his name from Japan. They throw money at him to just.
I'm not even bothered by it. I love it. I love that they're just like so aggressively trying to just have every possible player on their team.
They're looking to have an average budget of over $400 million next year.
I mean,
if they go after everybody they want, they get Kyle Tucker. They do this Tarek Skubal trade. They go pick up Matsui. Like they'll spend over $400 million on this team in one season and make it back.
Another rumor is the Mets are looking at getting Skubal too. So I mean, they lost Pete Alonso, so if they bring in Skubal,
Did you see he literally put a Juan Soto by himself, and he's looking in the locker room. He's like, "Who's left?"
I mean, hey, I'll take one. I mean,
you just lost Pete Alonso, and then you lost what's his name? Like what? Like
right? I mean,
you're losing. He's losing his best players on his team,
right?
So. Juan Soto is like, guys, I'm not the only guy here.
I mean, hey, Tigers, if you want Juan Soto package deal, just saying.
Oh, yeah. Freaking Juan Soto is going to cost you a franchise.
Yeah, right.
They spent $755 million on this kid.
Well,
yeah.
But, right? So if I'm another team, if I'm the Detroit Tigers and the Mets approach me, then my offer or my package starts with Juan Soto.
Oh yeah.
I want Juan Soto, and what else are you giving me? Because he's not enough. Because this is the best pitcher out right now. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, Skubal's more important than Soto. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That and like I was saying, that's same with like any team that wants him. Like if the Angels are like, hey, we want Skubal, okay, you give us so and so, right? Or like if Philly's like, we want him, you give us Bryce Harper and whoever, you know. Like,
Here's a crazy one. What if the Angels go out and go grab Scooble?
give us Child and someone else, and
Yeah,
we'll
like,
talk.
like I said, the Angels might be a surprising team next year.
I mean, listen,
And it's like if the Yankees go from who are the Yankees going to give us, right? They're not going to offer Judge. They're not going to offer any of the, you know,
I really don't know what the Yankees would
big
put
name
up.
players. So if the Yankees go for Screwball, Detroit should be like, okay, well, you can give us Judge or whoever else, right? It's like, but we're not going to get someone off your bench and be like, for Screwball. No, it's like,
The only way you're going to get Screwball off the Yankees is trading Max Fried.
yeah.
There's no way you're not going to get Screwball without Fried being mentioned in that offer.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like,
What about
unless you package a deal.
Cole?
Yeah, you have Cole.
yeah.
No, I'm saying, what if we trade them Cole in the package?
Yeah. That's what I said. Depending on who's in the package deal, right? Like that's where it would matter.
And it would also depend. Like he's coming off a year of injury and rest, so I don't know, man. I don't know what would happen there.
You would have to honestly. You'd have to throw Cole and Rondon.
And Baker is fighting for his life tonight. Sorry.
Who is?
Baker.
Oh.
Fighting for his life. Man. It's about to be it's almost halftime and it's 7-7. But yeah, no, he's fighting for his life. But they're wearing the creamsicle jerseys. They're dope.
But I would be curious though where Screwball would go and what the package deal would be like.
Plus,
even
the thing is,
if he goes to the Dodgers, it's like, you know, it's like you got Shohei and then now you got Screwball, right?
Yeah. But here's the thing: is like Tigers are not going to trade with an American League team. That's the one. If you notice this over the trend over the last 15 years, when you got a star player or a star ace, they don't trade within the same division. They go AL to NL. So if Scooble's going, he's going to NL. Because Detroit's not going to be stupid. They're not going to give up this ace and give it to a competition for maybe their own division or the AL championship. Like, so, you know, I don't see them giving up Scooble to an AL team. They never do. AL teams will trade to NL teams before they'll ever trade to an AL team. Like, you just don't trade to.
That's unless the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we let, like, right? Okay, so as a Giants fan, it wasn't even a trade. We just let Saquon walk, and he went down the road to our rival, the Eagles. Like, that's such a slap in the face. You're not supposed to, like, he should have been in the AFC.
Yeah.
Out of there.
Yeah. But that's what happens when you let them walk and let them go wherever they want. You know that, Rob.
They stay close. I'll be right back, guys.
But yeah, I'd be curious though on who Screwball goes to and the package deal we'll get for him.
Man, could you imagine?
I mean, I want to keep Screwball. I do, but if traded Screwball makes it to where we possibly win, then you know, I'll take it. Right?
I mean, Miggy couldn't get it for you, so. He got you close a couple times, but
yeah, close, but.
That's what happened in 08, that you guys got Miggy, and then the Tigers became relevant. So that's what you need. That was a blockbuster deal back then because Dontrell Willis was in that mix.
But again, it's like who that I saw Pirates being one of them that Screwball's going to, but I'm like, if he goes to the Pirates, I want Skeens on Detroit.
Yeah. No, that's
they're not going to get Skeens. They're not going to.
You're not going to get Skeens.
Yeah, I know that.
The Pirates aren't going to give out Skeens for Screwball.
I seen Pirates fans like, oh, Screwball, and I'm like, no, Screwball's going to Detroit. No, Skeens is coming to Detroit if we give you Screwball. That's how it's going to go. I mean,
so Vince, think about that one. Screwball for Skeens.
Um, how does that help?
Either team, right?
Well, no. It helps Detroit
Yeah,
because Skeens is younger than Scooble,
yeah.
so they get more years with a Cy Young level pitcher. So
No,
I
but these two
understand.
guys being involved in a package deal where the Pittsburgh you could get a few key players with Skeens. Like we give you Skeens and one player and maybe a prospect from AAA. You give us Scooble and say like I don't know, fuck, I can't think of any Tigers at the moment, but just say one of the Tigers' kids players and then a AAA player.
Gleyber Torres.
No, I wouldn't say Glaber. Oh God, I'm trying to think of who's your uh drama. Who's one of your favorite guys?
Well,
Riley.
there's multiple. I like Riley
Yeah,
Green. I mean,
yeah,
Riley. There's Baez. There's Torkelson.
Tolkelson. That's what I was thinking.
Rolfson's a
So
good one.
Tolkelson and Scooble.
Imagine Toffelson and Scooble in one deal. That'd be great.
Yeah, because I was reminding Travis of this one. I was like when '08 when Detroit got Dontrell Willis and Miguel Cabrera from Florida in a trade.
Um.
No.
Well, okay, but no. So I guess just like in a situation like that, there would just have to be an inherent benefit to what they were adding to the package because, like, the pitcher's the pitcher, right? So it would just
Or maybe
what
Detroit
else is
does have a deep roster in their farm where they can make a trade like that, which Pittsburgh could benefit from because maybe Pittsburgh's farm system's horrible, and they make a hell of a deal to grab these two players plus a few prospects in AAA.
you make sense. You do make sense, my friend.
So
I didn't.
you get
Sorry, go on.
Scooble, you get Tokelson, and you get a few young guys you can bring up with Brian Reynolds. So, I mean, you can rebuild Pittsburgh in this way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one
But,
team.
but,
I
but
would
like I
love to
said,
do that. I would
I
love to have the
saw like
time to do it, but I would love to say take the Pirates through a whole season and then try to see how I can improve the Pirates and see how this team could be a 78 win team to a 90 win team. Like, what does it take for the Pirates to be a 90 win team? I'm
I
just
saw
saying,
on like on X like when they were talking about the Screwball. I see Pirates fans like, oh, we can have Skeens and Screwball, and I'm like, Screwball's not coming off the bench, and neither will Skeens.
Yeah.
It's like and there's Pirates fans that are like, "Oh, that would be a great combo," and I'm like, "That's like
There's
putting Shohei.
nobody.
That's like
There's
putting
nobody that they
Shohei
could
in,
trade
yeah,
to be able to get Scooble and Skeens on the same team.
yeah, and that's like putting Screwball and Shohei together and having Shohei sit on the bench. It's like, you know,
Mhm. But Pittsburgh is a team that really needs to spend and develop something.
You can turn that off if you want, honey.
We've had like 30 plus years of the Pirates being horrible.
I don't remember. Like it's been so long. I don't really remember them being good.
When Bonds played for them.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, I remember
Yeah.
Bonds, Bonilla era, like back in the day. But that was a long time ago. That was
Yeah. That was like
before Bonds
88
went
to
to San
92.
Francisco. Before Bonilla went to the Mets.
Yeah.
Like, when they were together in Pittsburgh in like the early mid '90s.
Yeah.
Different time.
Yeah. So I mean Pittsburgh needs to get back to where they were like that.
If the Padres went for him, I mean, Tatis would be a good for Tigers. I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah, Tatis would, and it does make sense because they just lost their closer, they just lost Dylan Cease, so the Padres are really looking for a pitcher, and maybe Tatis could be the key to get Scooble in Padres jersey.
right? Maybe.
I mean, they got to compete with the Dodgers, so
I mean, have Tigers get Tatis and then Screwball. I mean,
But Tatis, that's like their guy.
Mhm.
Like, I would be surprised if they did that. To be honest.
What about Machado? Trading Machado to Detroit.
I mean,
I'm just trying to think of people that would grasp Detroit before the grab a player, right?
Mhm.
I could see like Machado's name would definitely get their attention.
What about King? What about Michael King?
Would they do that though? I mean, I guess they would.
Yeah.
The thing is, right? I guess isn't the goal to try and stack these guys together?
It could be, but it depends on what's in the trade package. And maybe trading Michael King and getting Scooble, they might get somebody else that they need.
Yeah, you make sense. You make sense.
So it all depends on the package
And the money
But-
situation,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
He said it all depends on the package. That's
Because I think Screwball's a free agent in 2026.
Yeah.
So
I think
depends-
that's why they're
like,
looking now, because they need to know, like, can this guy walk next year? for
yeah,
nothing.
and like depending on if they get like a Tatis or like I said like Trout or whatever, they have to see. Okay, who's
Chicago
locked
was just
down.
in this same predicament because we had Dylan Cease, and we either had to pay Dylan Cease or trade Dylan Cease, and we traded Dylan Cease.
So I mean, and that's also to whatever team is willing to pay Screwball when they pick him up, right?
Mhm.
So they're probably gonna, like I said,
If a
shop him.
contender could get him, they would pay him a lot.
And like I said, Dylan Cease just left. And Scooble's getting money, but he's gonna get kind of Dylan Cease kind of money. So like Cease got off the roster, they have that money to give Tarek.
Hmm.
And they're losing Suarez too. So it's like they do get the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about that.
And if, like I said, you drop Machado or Tatis, that could be more money dropped. We've never even discussed that. Could there be a three-way trade in this?
Yep.
You know, you have the Mets, the Dodgers, and the Giants in this mix, and Tarek ends up in the Giants somehow, and then like they move players around, and we could have a three-way trade.
It's definitely possible.
I mean, if they find a suitor that's willing to match some offers, they could have a three-way. And then you're like, who went where? Like, okay,
Yeah.
they get this guy, this guy get this guy, they get this guy. You're like, what the fuck? Three-way trades are always just so messy. By the end of it, you don't know how the hell,
Screwball's here, and then he's
Yeah.
You thought he was a Yankee, but he's an Angel, and it's like, what the fuck just happened? It's like,
Yeah. You see the teams involved, and you're like,
and then
so
who
who traded who?
Yeah, it's like Yankees get this, Trout's Yankee. It's like, what the fuck? It's like all going all over the place. It's like,
Yeah, like Trout becomes a Yankee, Scooble becomes a Dodger,
yeah,
and
it's
Shohei
like,
somehow becomes a Tiger.
a Tiger. It's like, what the fuck?
You're like, what? What happened here? So, I mean, it's anybody's guess of what's going to happen. Like, we haven't even discussed Bo Bichette. Like, Bo Bichette, we have no idea when we're going to hear about where he goes.
Oof. Give me 1 second.
So that's why people are holding off on Bichette, because this other guy, this Japanese player, is a second baseman too. So it's like,
I see Sports Illustrated said Red Sox and Blue Jays.
yeah, Red Sox and Blue Jays. But I mean, I just can't understand why Bichette would go over to the Red Sox.
Or the Braves could try for him,
Yeah. I mean, Alex Bergman is still available, and nobody's talked about him. Or Bregman. Yeah, Alex Bregman's still available.
Now, would this be a possibility? Because I'm looking at Bo Bichette, right? Could he go to Tampa, right? Let's just say Tampa decides to make a trade for him
Yeah.
because Bo Bichette was born in Orlando, so he wants to be close to home, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Bo Bichette, Ray. It'd be interesting. That's a little too close for the Jays to really trade Bichette into the Ray system. So there is quite a few players that are actually still haven't signed yet. So we don't know where they're going to go, and it's going to change the outcome. Like once Bichette gets signed by somebody, then everybody else looking for a second baseman will go after this other guy. So
Do you expect him to not be Blue Jay again?
right now, it's basically neck to neck between the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Because we didn't talk about Alex Bregman, right? Like Alex Bregman's still available.
He is?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Bregman said he's not going back to the Red Sox.
Why is that?
I don't know. So Bregman's looking for a new deal.
He's good.
So I mean, you go get Bregman. You go, okay, we lost Bichette. We'll go bring Bregman over here. The fuck? We'll just jockey positions.
I think Bichette stays put.
I think a lot of people want him to stay put, but I don't know. It just depends on what you read about him because, like I said, some people say he's about money, some people say he's about loyalty. We just don't know yet. We haven't seen it.
That's fair.
Because, like, Vlad said he wants to be in Toronto, and his contract year, he was like, I don't want this to be a distraction. I'm gonna get rid of this contract now. Like, and Bichette's had all this time, the whole season, to figure this out, and Bichette still doesn't know if he wants to play. Like, think about it. Like, you just were they were one run away from winning the World Series. So why wouldn't you want to go? I want to come back. So you think like there's got to be some ultimate factor to why Bichette has not signed yet.
I mean, maybe he just wants the money, man.
That's what I mean. On some things, I've heard that he wants 189 to 200 million minimum for a deal. So it's like maybe the Jays are offering him just shy of that, like maybe 155. Maybe it's a 155, 175 deal, and he wants 189. So
Anything's possible.
I mean, Soto decided to what? Drop a 760 contract for a 765 contract. So, and for more years.
No, but wasn't it 765 for 760? Like, wasn't it like less money?
Yeah, it was less money. It was no, it was less money in a general sense because he went 716 over 14 years, but I think the 760 was over 10. He got the 4 extra years, and he's still making like 50 million.
And like a box or something for his family to sit in.
Yeah. So it's like you got a good long term out of it, right? So you think it's 5 million, but when you stretch it over 14 years, it's different.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, a 14-year deal is a 14-year deal because the Jays offered 14 for 500 for Vlad.
So just question for you guys real quick. Because I see we're like, moving toward it's almost 7:00.
Yeah.
What's going on? NFL. I just wanted to switch gears for a second.
Yeah.
Drama, give you the floor in case you needed it. If you wanted to talk about your boys at all.
Oh, Those, yeah.
Oh yeah, those.
I'm a Giants fan. I forgot what it's
I
like to
mean,
be good.
the only player I really have that really pisses me off is actually it's Falele and Harbaugh. Those are the only two that are like really pissing me off at the moment. Everyone else seems to be doing good, but it's also like those two. It's like, all right, what the fuck, you know?
Dude,
Oh, I just remember
Harbaugh
you
won.
guys beginning of the season. Ravens are gonna be good. Indy's gonna be good, and Denver's gonna be so.
yo,
Yeah, but also too, don't forget the Chiefs are going to be good too, and look where the Chiefs are at
the
now.
Ravens retooled their defense in the offseason. I had them picked to be a top 5 defense in the league.
Well, okay, my thing
They're like a bottom 5 defense in the
well,
league.
yeah, of course, now we are. But the thing with the Ravens defense is, yes, Jair. I was excited when we had Jair, right? But he only played 3 games for us, right, and was mysteriously injured for like the rest, like all these other games, right? Then we trade him to the Eagles, and he's not playing for the Eagles. He's injured for the Eagles, so it's like, what the fuck is going on with him, right?
Yeah.
We made the trade for someone off the Chargers, right? Which he's actually doing really good, so that's good, right? But I don't know what Harbaugh and his infatuation with Daniel Falele is. If you watch how Falele plays on the offense, you can see my frustration. He is not guarding like he's supposed to. He's standing there like looking like he's lost. We have Ben Cleveland that's been doing good, but yet Harbaugh wants to keep Falele, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing? And Harbaugh's not even better either. I like fucking dig up Don Shula and bring him back at this point. At least he can fucking play better than he can coach better than Harbaugh. So that's my 2 cents on that one.
Yeah.
But fucking Falele. Anyways.
The only game I'm really worried about is the KC game on Christmas Day. Really. Because if we have the division by then, we're fine. But if not, we have the Chargers the following week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got the playoffs. We got the playoffs, but we don't have the division yet until we play the Chiefs.
Speaking of that, I did a sim, right, because I wanted
unless the Chargers lose, then we have a better chance.
So speaking of the Broncos, I did a sim in Madden, right, because I was doing like the week 15, because they added Phillip Rivers to the Colts. So I was playing as the Colts. Did a quick sim. Phillip Rivers got them to the playoffs, wild card, but the Broncos were in. The Ravens and Bills and Jaguars and Texans somehow made it into the wild card.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, surprising.
I mean, I seen this wild theory from a Dolphins fan. He had it broken down to a science on how the Dolphins have a chance to make the playoffs with a 1% chance.
Jesus Christ.
With a 1% chance.
Oh, and the funny thing about it too is the 2 worst teams, in the past years, the Panthers and the Bears were against each other in the wild card.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny.
I mean, the Panthers have turned it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bryce Young is starting to kind of show that he can play.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to get warmed up to it, but
he's very not consistent.
He's not, yeah, but I mean, if we get this from Bryce for the rest of the year, and then gets him next year with a fresh start,
well, also too,
with a good draft, I mean, it could help him out.
If the Panthers make the playoffs with Bryce Young, that can definitely, shoot him up a little bit.
Yeah, but I think the Panthers need to not make the playoffs,
and
then with this draft class, excel from that and get him somebody.
I saw like rumors. There's been one where Burrow's going to the Jets for like a trade.
Yeah,
I
I
see
heard
that.
that
I'll be
today.
right back.
Yeah, but I've also heard that Burrows is thinking about early retirement, like Luck, because not a lot of people look into it. If you really look into, like Kerry does this with things in life too, but like when you really look into the injury that Burrows got with his hand, he only has a 70% chance of like maintaining that, like for that throw. So like he gets hit again in that hand again, and he fucks up that hand. He might only be coming back at 70%, and he might not be able to throw. Like he's taking like if you look at Tua after 5 concussions is still playing. Like these guys will play until they are hurt, that they physically cannot anymore. But I've heard rumors and seen rumors of Burrow talking about early retirement because that defense is
So is
not
that
helping.
just to get out of Cincinnati, or is that like permanent? Permanent?
It could be permanent because Luck, Luck played in a division because he played for Stanford, right? So like he played in the division and he didn't really get hit as much from like big tier teams. So like when Luck started getting ran over, he's like, my body can't take this. So like, and it's not saying Burrows, but I mean Burrows was what UCLA or LSU. He was LSU, wasn't he? So I mean, he played tough teams. So Burrows has been hit. So I think Burrows is at a point where he's like, yeah, I might not be able to play because that type of injury it has a low chance of 70%, but it has a high chance too. Don't. Oh, my God. And where the fucking Travis go? No. Vince. Vinny. Oh, God. I shit you not. It's like Vince just fell asleep. Yeah. Can you see him? Oh, yes. Look at
I'm back.
that. Hey, drama.
What's up?
Look at the screen.
Yeah, I know, I see it. So someone comes up to the door and bangs on it and it ran. So it's like, what the fuck was that?
Okay, I know, I get that, but
That's why I was gone for a second.
I know. But how do we end the show?
I don't know.
Like I've yelled at his name. I'm like, Vince. It's like
Did
nothing.
we just leave and then just let it roll? I mean,
He's just like completely out. It's like this would definitely be a blooper. Be like, he'd be like, guys, come on now.
Oh, you should take screenshots of them sleeping and then decorate them. Like put them in Christmas.
It's great.
Balloons or different fields. And
We were just talking. Like me and Vince were just talking.
Was that a rough day?
I'm sitting there smoking the same amount of weed he is, and he's out cold.
right?
Like, I would hate to say it, but if this was like a party right now, I'd be like, okay, Vince, okay, dude, are you that out?
I would have smoke him.
Oh my god, no, he's like legit out. Like,
Right.
there's like nothing going on. This is when you need his daughter to be like around to be like, hey, and he's like, okay, he's awake.
Right. Or
So,
like those professional streamers where they have the soundboard, you just start spamming it.
oh yeah. That's what I wish we had.
All right.
Just a good fucking like, wake up, wake up.
Yeah, or like an air horn or something.
Uh huh. Like, okay, Vince. I mean, we can say anything right now, and you'd be like, okay. He'll wake up and be like, oh shit. Like, yeah, man, you're gonna have to go back and edit this shit because like you're out. I mean, he got the 2 hit sticks, and now look at him. Like, it's just
All right.
all right. Well, you know, like I said, out of the I'll leave the blooper reel up for Vince to figure to cut out. So, I guess we'll be back next Wednesday and Thursday, which should probably more likely be our last of the year
Yeah.
because
And John
Christmas
Cena next week.
Christmas runs right the week after on the Wednesday
Yep.
Thursday.
Yep. And I don't know if I'm going to be in Florida, Michigan. I still don't know yet for those things. So,
Yeah,
and then also too, we can talk about Cena retiring too,
yeah.
because that's Saturday. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, Wednesday and Thursday next week will be our last shows, and he's awake.
No, wait.
So and oh, you get the head up. You get the head up.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to call it here. I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll see you
Peace.
next week. Peace.
Oh shit. Wait. What time is it?